You know what? It is great to be back out here. I haven't been out here for, blimey, going on a few weeks now. And it's very, very nice to be sat back at my desk. Although it does need a change. I'm thinking of changing it. I don't know what I'm going to do yet though. But I am thinking of changing it. So today we have got, first up, back into the studio, the MSI Immerse GH50 gaming headset. Right after this. MSI have recently started moving into the gaming peripheral space in a pretty hefty way. They're generally known for their motherboards and graphics cards, but they've got a full range of mice, keyboard and gaming headsets, and we've been lucky enough to check out their new gaming range of late. This review though is going to be concentrated on the new MSI Immerse GH50 gaming headset, which you can see that's on my table right here. Now the MSI GH50 gaming headset has a very simplistic approach. There's no buttons surrounding the ear cups. Instead, MSI rely on an inline remote a few inches down the cable, which house the volume wheel, mute buttons, 7.1, noise activation and vibration activation. However, due to its size and position down the cable, it does make it a little more of a hindrance than useful. Now the cable is braided and makes the inline remote twist and turn, and it gets caught on the front of my desk. Would it be better if the remote was further down the cable and could actually stick to your desk so all the buttons are in front of you? Probably. But during intense gameplay, especially in something like Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone that I've been playing at the moment, you're not going to be changing many settings on the fly anyway, as you'll be spending too long feeling your way around the remote. And speaking of cables, it's non-removable and has a USB Type A at the end to plug into your device. At £80, it should really have been wireless, or at least have some kind of Bluetooth capability. The headset itself is built well, although lacks some premium touches seen from other gaming headsets at this price point. However, the MSI Immerse GH50 looks good. It's covered in a smooth grey plastic, while the ear cup's accent is a glossy black, which helps with the projection of the RGB side lights, which fall in line with MSI's Mystic Light effects. And as you know by now, if you've read my other MSI peripheral reviews, I kept it on its own lighting effect due to the issues that I found with the Mystic Light software. The two large faux leather ear cups have sufficient enough padding to make this headset feel nice and snug, as well as comfy for long periods of gameplay, and I never really had any problem with ear sweat either. Now the crown padding is also thick and spongy. The padding also isolates outside noise too, and although the GH50s don't have active noise cancellation, the isolation is enough to keep background noise to a bare minimum. Now because the headset is also built with plastic, it keeps the weight down. Now compared to my Lucid Sound LS25 headset that I've been very fond of over the last 2 years, it's an absolute feather. There is a metal band running through the headset though to give it some kind of reinforcement. It does fold down too for long storage reasons and to fit inside the felt bag that's supplied to keep it free from scratches during transport. Now underneath those padded ear cups are two 40mm neodymium drivers capable of virtual 7.1 surround sound. And to be honest with you, sound is a bit of a mixed bag. So before I start analysing what you get, I will say that the Dragon Center driver that houses an equalizer and mic settings would just not work. Now hold on a minute, I just don't think you gave the Dragon Center enough time. When I tried the headset in the computer again, it actually worked, so I thought I'd quickly run through what you actually get with the Dragon Center driver. The Dragon Center driver is very basic, and when inside the GH50 gaming headset area, there's only a handful of options that you can change. The first of the options you're greeted with are your sound options, and these are used for panning and voice volume. You can set how much sound comes through each ear cup and how much voice you hear from software such as Discord. The sample rate options change things like your render sample rate from 44.1 kHz up to 96 kHz. Next up is the EQ, and this is where the headphones really shine. Remove the post-processing effects and you can adjust the sound to exactly how you like it. Bit of extra bass, bit more treble and less bass, it's absolutely your choice. The Zeers effects, or X-Ears effects, I don't really know how you say it, I didn't really get on with much at all and really kept that section switched off. They offer various effects to improve audio quality in the virtual surround sound, vocal clarity on Discord, and others, improve bass, smart volume and more. There's also the option to choose music or movie mode depending on what you're doing on your PC, and the ability to virtually place yourself inside of a room surrounded by speakers, which ranges from a small, medium or big room. And finally, the microphone settings, which offer you spoken voice volume, which I set to max, and a monitor option which you can have in your left or right ear, or even both ears at the same time, so you can monitor yourself over your game volume. Now, I think that's a great feature for streamers. Just to let you know, I kept this at 48 kilohertz as well. But saying that, I couldn't find much issue with the sound. The only thing I couldn't get on with too well is the rumble feature, which essentially fills the headset with so much bass that it causes it to rumble on your head. It's good for single player games and very nice for an extra inch of immersion, but when you're listening out for footsteps with gunfire going off around you, again, Call of Duty Warzone for example, you're not going to use it, just turn it off. The blend of highs and lows were very decent though. I also wouldn't rate the Virtual 7.1 surround sound too much either. It never really helped with pinpointing enemy locations on the map. Instead, it muddies the sound somewhat. Gunfire and loud noises sounded great, especially in the middle of a gunfight, but again, footsteps or glass breaking and other subtle sounds that could give away an enemy position just got lost. It's safe to say this headset sounded better without any post-processing added, but out of the box as a plug-and-play headset, it's solid. So what I'm going to do for this next bit while we talk about the microphone is hand you over to Future Steph, who's sitting in front of his computer editing this now, and he's going to just discuss the microphone segment of this review through the actual headset itself, so you get a kind of an idea of what the headset sounds like when you're going to be using it playing games. So I've just been told I need to tell you what this microphone sounds like, because obviously he couldn't have done it while he was sitting on camera at the table right there, but he's left it down to me. So the microphone quality, as you're probably hearing right now, isn't too bad. Now, I was very surprised at how clear the small boom arm actually was, and the fact that the microphone couldn't actually get too close to my mouth. It does bend, but it doesn't hold its shape very well like on a HyperX Cloud headset, for example. Now, okay, the clarity is no match for, say, something like a mod mic, or if you're like me and you've got a condenser microphone set up on your desk for gaming, but if you're just wanting something to jump into a Discord party with to play with your friends, then it's really not too bad at all. The MSI Immerse GH50 gaming headset is a mid-range headset at best. It sounds great, but has some issues with the post-processing effects. It's priced on the MSI website at around £79 or $79.99 at the time of making this video, which is a little steep, and I would like to see some of the post-processing effects removed and the price tag dropped a bit to around £50-60. Although, saying that, the build quality is very, very nice and it is comfy to wear for long periods of time. So thank you very much for checking out my video review of the MSI Immerse GH50 gaming headset. If you enjoyed this review, then click that like button. Please subscribe to keep up with our latest tech and gaming videos, and also let us know in the comments down below if you would go for an MSI headset, or the GH50 headset to be more exact, or you would go for something else like a HyperX Cloud or I don't know, I'm just rambling at this point, but let us know your thoughts in the comments below. As I say, thanks very much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.